Chapter 15, The Towns of Hyrule. We're looking at the next two pages here. It is time to explore the towns, and we have, for this one, we don't need a big old setup, and we're just going to draw random. Now, there's no special rules except for the King of Diamonds is excluded for this, so don't worry about the King of Diamonds, just worry about the other cards. But you will need, when Link encounters a town, you will need the six-sided die. So for one, this is the one. You're going to go to a random section of town. So a town is so big like Kakariko Village or Gerudo Town or wherever you're going. So you encounter Wario. So here is Wario. Can I stand him properly? There is Wario, and this is in tribute not only to the original game, but the original Japanese board game that came out in '86 along with that. That's like $400 on eBay, right? But here I'm showing it to you, and you can find your own assets. But Wario will charge you for breaking down his door because you carelessly broke his door on his vase pots, his clay pots. Whatever you did, you destroyed Wario's clay pots, you destroyed Wario's door. So taking a look at, we'll put these aside. Here are your rubies that you've earned somewhere. You earned them in the wild, and you take the coins, you give them to Wario. So you lose your rubies. You don't have your rubies. So the rubies are gone because Wario now has them. So that's what number one is. Just it's like a penalty. So you don't want to get penalized. You don't want to run into Wario. So one is the one you want to avoid. Oh, wait, I changed these rules a little bit. Wario will charge you for breaking down his door or breaking his pots. Roll a d6 to lose 10 to 60. So actually, he doesn't take them all away necessarily. It all depends on how many you have. So which are the ones that I took away here? I took away 30. So let's roll the die. 6. So he does take them all away. So it's 60. This is 10 and 20. So that's 30. So he takes them all away. If Link cannot pay anything, if he's unable to pay, then he loses a turn and times the number roll results. So you roll a 6 dice. Let's say he can't do it. So it's a 4. You lose 4 turns. So that's how that one works. Well, let's move on to the second one. Let's move on to number 2. It is time. That's not Zelda. It's time to impress the Supergirl. So she looks like Supergirl. She wants to be a superhero someday, but you got to impress her. So she's going to have you build something, and this is impress the Supergirl. She wants a pet, a house, a car, boat flower, a talented person. So you got to figure out what she wants. Roll another d6. So you can decide this on your own, or you can find something. In order to build the object, you will need, the Jenga Maker game. So let's say you made 3 choices: a car, a house, or a pet. Let's say car, house, pet. And I'm going to roll this die. So a pet, some sort of animal, right? So this one was kind of complicated. I may have to refine these rules again. Car, boat, flower, or talented. Pet, house, car, boat, flower, talented person. Okay, I think that's the way I rolled it. Okay, so actually, since it's a 3, let's try to find her a vehicle of some kind. All right, so I did a little bit of, this is the sailboat, and I did a little bit of cheating to impress. And there is the sailboat. So for this one, you'll need 25 seconds to look for a requested item, 10 seconds to see the target item. Then you place the card face down and build the item exactly right in 15 seconds or less. If the game's won on a sunny day, remember the weather, don't forget the weather, then you gain ruby tokens, some of these right here, and you get it of 10, 20, or 50. So you gain a token. So this is to, of course, to win the 12 hearts. So you roll a 12 and you get more hearts. So this is a heart mission. You'll get an extra ruby for this if you do it on a sunny day. It's not a great mission, but you can do it. You impress her. Now, this is not a car. It's a sailboat, but it's some sort of vehicle that you need to do. There'll be more going on. I'll post this on Saturday night, Sunday morning for, you got Game of Life, and you got Merchant, and then you got the Merchant item table, bow. So there's all these other things that we'll go over go over these later. All right, so until then.